from the unpredictable world of politics, entertainment, and any other trending news. Welcome to the Maina Show.
All right, it's another day. We are going to go through what we continue to discuss. As previously said, we are here to dissect the politics and what is trending in the world, and more so, our emphasis is more in the country from East Africa, that is the country of Kenya, the land of long distance running. So I will try today to inform my people and request you that if possible you can subscribe to my channel, and my channel is the Maina Show, the channel that brings you the latest news on the politics, the trends, and actually what's going on in the Republic of Kenya. The reason we are doing this one is because we want to hold the government to be accountable for the peace, development, and the unity of our country. Welcome. So I'll give you an overview on what we're going to discuss today, but make sure we go through the analysis, and we try to, as I said previously, to try to bisect on the issues that are happening in the field of politics. First, today there was a press conference from the DCI. He was trying to create a narrative that the protesters were goons who were organized, and they were trying to do investigation, and they had arrested some individual. That's good move. But it's unfortunate that you can come out as a DCI to hold a press conference and tell people that they are arresting the protesters who they have suspected to have causing mayhem and destruction of properties, while we saw the police together with the sent goons from the government and also from the government that were being protected by the same police. So our question is, why are we have not seen the people behind bars and the people who are organizing these goons? Everybody saw the goons were well organized, protected by the police. They were, killing and also stabbing the women, and also stealing, phones, snatching phones, and also destroying properties, so that the protesters can be held accountable. That is the same narrative this DCI today was coming out, try to threaten the protesters. The next time if they come out, there's likelihood of them being arrested. On the same note, there was this journalist who had a very good question to the DCI. Then the DCI was not unable to explain. The question was very good. When Ojwang died, he was confidently in the parliament. He raised up under the oath, and he was giving a false account on what had transpired that led to the death of Ojwang. Him being a DCI, they were responsible because that the people went and picked up Ojwang from his home, and when he came out, he was giving a false account under the oath. It's against our constitution that anybody can give a false information or account of anything under oath, which he needs to be held accountable if we were in a very progressive country. So he came out, gave some false information, and the journalist was able to ask him that question, which probably I did not get the correct answer to that question, because he looked very, very confused. So that is the first news that came out. The DCI was trying to threaten the people, that they have arrested people, and they are not actually arrested the people who were sent by some of these politicians to come infiltrate the protesters. In another news, which again we are going to look a little bit on it, Boniface Mwangi Kariuki, he was the guy who was selling the mask, and he was actually killed by the police. He was shot in his head, and actually the news is that the guy was dead, but to cover up, because there was the protesting which was coming on 25th June, so the government tried to cover up on that issue, so they just put him on machine so that they can keep telling the public that the Kariuki is still alive, and they are trying to do whatever they can do so that they can be able to help him. But unfortunately, we received the news that the Kariuki was dead under the police brutality, what the people have been fighting for. And at the same time, we could see Murkomen coming out without even caring, giving an order, and he said clear the order was from above. There was an order of shoot to kill. So it should be held accountable. The government should be held accountable. And remember, Sabasaba is coming. So that is sad news that we were able to receive, that the guy, finally Kariuki, is dead. So I don't know what's going to happen, what explanation the government is going to give after this. And in another sad news, I call it sad news because the former police spokesperson, that's Charles Owino, he could say in public television that Boniface Kariuki had abused a police who was serving on just a 2-year as a policeman, and the police was got mad, and that's why he ended up shooting Boniface. How could you say such a thing? Why didn't you say these things previously? Because now Charles Owino, one of the sycophants of this government, went back to State House and he was given some instructions on what to say. So you come out here and you are one of the people in the, I don't know, is one of the communication something in the State House. So, and he's telling people in the public television that the police person, that's Barasa, was abused by Boniface Kariuki. We saw it clearly on the camera. If we didn't see it on the camera, I think this narrative would have worked very well. But this one, we saw it on the camera that the policeman just walked and found the guy, no resistance, no nothing. There was no insulting back and forth, but the policeman just got the gun and shot Kariuki, who was finally died. So, and the former police spokesperson comes out and says that he had abused the police, and the police was new in the force. So that one tells you that they don't give them first better training how they need to handle the public. But actually we know this is among the unit, special unit that is sent during the protest to kill and cause mayhem to the public. That's the Kenya we are living right now. And in another news, I want just a little bit to discuss the coming out of Matiang'i now, and what is the implication. So what's happening is that Matiang'i came out and condemned what's going on in Kenya, and he said the government should accept and have a dialogue on what's trending on the Republic of Kenya. We will expound more on that topic when the right time comes. And there's very, very, very sad news coming out that the government is planning to plant some bomb so that they can be able to declare the state of emergency in the country. So the government is really panicking, so they want to do everything. Remember last time I told you on this platform that the government was, when the NIS came out talking about the war in Iran, that there's a likelihood of terrorism and bombing during the protest. Unfortunately, there was a ceasefire between Israel and Iran before 25th June, and they had no other narrative that was going to counter that, and actually there was a protest that really scared the government, and now they are coming up with another plan. This is some reports which has been reported. If you go to the page of Miguna, that he has received some information that there's a plan for the government to plant some bomb and explode so that they can be able to declare the state of emergency. And I guess this might be during the Sabasaba that is coming. So they are coming with some things because of there's a lot of panic in the country. So in another worst news that is also we don't understand which kind of a government is this that knows very well that they are playing with the fire. And again, so the government subsidy program that has been there for decades on the military, that they usually get free lunch. Remember, it's only in Kenya that the militaries are not treated with respect. But in Kenya right now, they have decided that they are now going to scrap off the subsidy program that usually the military they enjoy, because those are among the benefits they need to enjoy, because they are protecting our country and our interests and everything in our country. So finally, under His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, anything that he feels that is free, that he doesn't know the benefit of it, he always makes sure that he's going to scrap that one from the public. So that's what's going on today. So I thank you so much. You can come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a channel that is going to give you a breaking news. It's a channel that is going to give you a piece by piece of analysis that's going to help us understand the trending news in the Republic of Kenya, and also give our opinion as we bisect and also dissect and give the cross section of what might happen in future. And it's been proved to be 99.9% true. Thank you so much. See you in our next episode.